Geno Smith back to New York. Now, some of y'all might look and say, Geno Smith back to New York? That doesn't make the Jets better. But you know when you come in the shop, you got to put the contract with the player. The Raiders are going to pay all the guaranteed $37.5 million of Geno Smith's contract this year. Which means for a pick swap in day 3, 6 to 7, the Jets just upgraded their quarterback position from Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor to Geno Smith is the bridge for free. They got 2 first-round picks. I'm going to get Arvell Reese with pick number 2. And then when I got that second pick, I think it's pick number 16, I'm going to get Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is going to sit on the bench, and he's going to be what Jackson Dart was in New York last year. And Geno Smith away from Chip Kelly with a run-first offense with Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, A.D. Mitchell should suffice. And then the Jets got 2 first-round draft picks next season. And then if I was them, I would be going after Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State, the superstar wide receiver. So that's how the Jets wind up. I said they should have thrown their bottom first-round pick to get Mac Jones, but getting Geno Smith for free is better than giving up a first to get Mac Jones, because you can still go get your quarterback of the future at the bottom of the first round. That's actually quite smart on the Jets. The Jets is actually making some solid moves. They got Minkah Fitzpatrick for a 7th round pick and then a pick swap and get Geno Smith for free. They're improving their 53, and that's what you want to see out of some of these teams. Who in the building with me? But Hendricks, think about it. You have to be fair. Geno Smith going back to the Jets is like Sam Darnold going back to the Jets, or Baker Mayfield going back to the Browns, or Mariota coming back to the Titans to be a bridge. It's nothing wrong with taking back an old player that was one of your guys that it just, you know how you ever met somebody and y'all met at the wrong times in y'all life, but y'all was good for each other? Geno Smith is a better bridge than Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor. And anybody who disagrees with that, get your happy ass in the Discord and come in here and I can smoke on your pack. I need to know that. Big Jeff, Hendricks, Ravens, Joe. Smooth, what's poppin', my boy? Let you get a game? Game or what? I'm giving the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down. I'm just playing. He said, upgraded by like a nail. I'm confused. Rabbit, what up? Panthers making some moves today. Panthers grabbing some linebackers. I'm making a bet. Turnover week 1. Who, Dak Prescott? Corey. Becker said, please take Reese at number 2 for the Jets. I can't handle the possibility of Isaiah Simmons 2.0. To be honest, Arvell Reese would not be. To me, Arvell Reese is like Dallas Turner on the Vikings. That's who he remind me of. Sonny Styles remind me of Isaiah Simmons. Safety linebacker hybrid that's just a freak athlete. He said, what happened? I'm on the tarmac. The Raiders and Jets 6th and 7th round pick swap. Raiders are going to pay the contract and the Jets are going to get Geno Smith for free next season. I want to be fair. I don't need them desperate enough to trade a first round for Mac Jones. But I told you, it's full of surprises this offseason. You see what I did there, Smooth? You see what I did? Nah, Dak just wanted the prenup signed. Man, when a man got problems at home with his woman, he cannot focus on work. Dak Prescott just went from MVP level. He finna be dealing with an angry Latina going through a bad breakup. Man's just not gonna have his head in the game this year. Dak is definitely going on the slide. My boy said I got PTSD from bad decisions. That's what I'm saying, Corey. Like people try to shit on the team's moves when some of these teams is making smart moves. Like the Raiders and the Jets and the Titans was three teams at the very bottom of the NFL last year, and they're making solid moves. The Raiders did not do what the Browns do last year and give $40 million to Myles Garrett when they could have got 3 first-round picks. The Raiders say, you know what? As much as we love Max Crosby, we take them 2 first-rounders. We finna go get the best center available in free agency. We're going to take the number 1 quarterback off the board. Last year was the number 1 running back off the board and the number 1 tight end off the board before that. If they go get them some veteran wide receivers to stick out there and focus on defense. The Raiders are not going to win the AFC West by offense. They're going to win it by doing what the Broncos did, which is play hellified defense and run the football and be balanced. That's the way to get better in the division, for sure. Trench warfare, it works. He said Dak is cooked. Should better fizzle out by August. Bruh, when you know somebody to have a $70 million a year contract arguing with their woman over money, it's going to be done by August. A summertime ain't going to fix that. Lions got Pacheco. Romeo Doubs is to the Patriots. Nice move by the Patriots. You get rid of Stephon Diggs and then add Romeo Doubs in, and then you got. And this the crazy part. This the crazy part. Watch this. This is the crazy part. 4 years, $70 million for Romeo Doubs to the Patriots. They got Kyle Williams, they got Mac Hollins, and they still got Kayshon Boutte and Pop Douglas. Patriots is doing it smart. They're just not overpaying and overspending. That's always been the Patriot way, getting a solid receiver to make up for what Stephon Diggs is losing. This is a pretty lateral move. That's pretty smooth. And they still got the draft. He said they just did a smart move. I'm just hating because they need extra first. Dre, what up? No, Dak ain't going to lead the league in interceptions. 2 receivers he got won't allow you to throw that many picks. You could throw jump ball. You could throw 50-50 balls, 500 passes to CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and not throw picks. You wanted Doubs. But I mean, to be fair, that's a better fit. Wandale is a better fit in Tennessee, and Doubs is a better fit for what New England wants to do. Now, let me get into drop them crystal balls in the chat, because y'all know when Shabba Buddha say something, days, weeks, months, years later, people catch on to it and try to act like, you know, it's their style and they ran with it. You got people in my inbox that won't interact with the streams or the posts publicly, be in my inboxes asking me questions about my post. If you was in the streams, you would know I look in the crystal ball. That's where I get it from. It just be my thoughts. I come off the top of the dome. You know, we're literally freestyling here, live stream for however many years. Let me show y'all this. I have people asking me all day, do you think Wandale Robinson is truly the number 1 receiver for the Tennessee Titans? And I have to tell them, the Tennessee Titans have not had an explosive slot receiver since Khalif Raymond, all the way back on the AFC Championship run with Corey Davis, A.J. Brown, and Khalif in the slot. Khalif made some huge catches in the postseason that year, running deep over routes and drag routes. He's still been cutting up for the Lions, and the Bears just got him. How many times did we try within this last stretch of 6-7 years outside of Khalif Raymond to put a solid slot receiver out there, and it didn't work? We had Decker for one season. Decker was solid, but he was at the end of his career. Kyle Phillips didn't work. Tyler Boyd was with D-Hop and Red. He didn't work. We had AJ and Julio. Chester Rogers was the slot receivers. Chester Rogers. And there's no disrespect, but the Tennessee Titans just haven't been able to put nobody in the slot. This past year, we spent $4 million on Tyler Lockett. He walked out of the facility halfway through the season. He had 7 catches for 70 yards. The Tennessee Titans need somebody who can catch the ball in drag routes, whip routes, over routes, sit down routes, go in motion, and create a mismatch and get open with speed. That's what the Titans need, somebody who can get the ball in their hands, make somebody miss, and gain yards. If you think about it, Chigga Okonkwo was the best person last year with the ball in their hands after catch. Gunnar Helm ain't making nobody miss. Calvin Ridley is going to trip and fall or run out of bounds. DK can make people miss, but Brian Callahan had him running orbit motion all year. And A.O. Monner is a big body, like catch point receiver. A.O. Monner is not a big run after catch receiver. So like Wan'Dale Robinson will be the first person in the 2020s that we have, I feel like, can catch the ball in the slot and get down the field and gain run after catch. That's why I think he's going to be important in this offense. When you put 2 bookend tight ends, instead of having your tight end be the move slot guy, you're going to have 12 personnel, or you're going to run a 3 receiver stack where you're going to have Wan'Dale in the slot. So I think this is why it was important for us to get Wan'Dale, and we got him without overpaying. So now in the draft, we can go get a dunker. Because as it sits right now, you got DK, A.O. Monner, and Wan'Dale in the 3 receiver stack. You know, this ain't Mason Kinsey, Van Jefferson, and Tyler Lockett in the 3 receiver stack. Or Bryce Oliver. So, like, this is a massive upgrade. Now, we already been through all the receivers that I think are dunkers that's going to be around. When you talk about Chris Bell, Denzel Boston, Jacoby Lane, Chris Brazel, Malachi Fields, Nick Harbor, Surratt. It's going to be a lot of dunkers that's going to be in their top 100. I think I looked at, shout out to Steve Smith. Steve Smith probably has the best breakdown of receivers that I've seen on the internet. And, you know, him and his partner are showing that in the first 3 rounds that is graded that 20 wide receivers will be drafted. So it's going to be some talent. It's just all about scheme fit. And I think the Titans need a big physical outside receiver in this year's draft. All right, that was my little spiel. You know what I'm saying? I had to pop off for a second. But Big Jeff, back to the topic at hand. The Lions getting Pacheco, like losing Montgomery, Adam Pacheco is like pretty solid. I ain't gonna cap. KD was popping, my boy. Yeah, Chiefs did get K9. The Diggs brothers are good athletes and good players. It's just they're gonna come with baggage. I think the Patriots was a good situation for Stephon, but I can't see Stephon like having a smooth as ride as he had in New England somewhere else, unless he go to somewhere like the Eagles or the Chiefs. They got a strong veteran presence. Fred Warner, what they giving up for Fred Warner? Ravens need to do something for real. What is there to do? The Ravens lost like 8 players. Ravens lost Adolfo Way last year. They lost Draymond Jones. They lost Isaiah Likely. Like, how many people did the Ravens lose? Alohi Gilman is gone to the Chiefs. Ravens lost a lot. Great day of free agency. And Zay, you can finally be proud as a Raiders fan. The Las Vegas Raiders made some good moves this offseason so far. Say Dallas need corners, but you gotta respect though. Y'all got Deron Bland, and Siobhan Revel is gonna be better this year. He was injured year 1. He just looks stiff out there. But you're talking about a 6'2", 6'3" corner. Like, if he's healthy, I think Revel gonna have a better year 2. And Dallas pick at 12 and 20. If Sonny Styles fall to y'all at 12 and y'all get to turn around and take Jamal McCoy or Terrell at corner at 20, y'all gonna be in the dough. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, Dallas has these last 2 off seasons. I've seen Dallas make better moves than I've seen in my adult life. And y'all know I love to troll some Dallas people, Rich Black Man and all y'all, Big Jeff Smooth. I love trolling y'all Dallas fans, but Dallas is actually making some solid moves in the offseason. I can't even be mad. Y'all need O-line. But I mean, Linderbaum's getting $30 million a year center. And then y'all been dogging out for Lele for the last several years. So like y'all been dogging him out, saying how bad he is. So you can't really trip when he finally leave. So, but only hard part is you getting rid of Falele and Linderbaum at the same time. That's the only tough part about it is when you getting rid of like both your tackles, or you getting rid of like center guard or guard tackle, like having to replace so much with the continuity that you're gonna have is gonna be tough. Because then if you replace one piece and you feel good, and one guy goes down, then you're gonna have a whole new set of communication on one side of the field. And the teams are too good and they watch too much film that teams will load up and blitz the hell out of you on the side where you got replacements at. Like that's a known thing in the NFL. Like if you got a weakness on your offensive line, teams gonna watch tape and send the dogs at whoever they feel like the weak link is, as they're gonna feel like they're not gonna be able to communicate and pass off stunts in 2-man games. He said, "We tolerate the occasional Titans fan." No, y'all not in the position to be uppity. Y'all haven't played in the NFC Championship in 30 years. Exactly 30 years. So I mean, if y'all if y'all are like the Texans, I tolerate y'all's arrogance because it's been so long. Like, yeah, historically y'all got championships, but in the last 30 years, y'all ain't even sniffed the conference championship. So we just have to let y'all know that we let y'all walk around with that Dallas ego, but y'all ego should really be the size of like Maine or Delaware or something, because y'all haven't won in so long. It's like Tennessee Volunteer fans that are Titan fans. Like, y'all haven't won since Philip Fulmer and T. Martin. You didn't even win with Peyton Manning. So like, I can't take the arrogance of a Tennessee Volunteer fan, and I can't take the arrogance of a Texan fan who has never in the history of their organization ever made the AFC title game. They've never been past the divisional round, and the Cowboys haven't been there in 30 years. So like, even the Steelers fan know, as much as I respect the Steelers, they haven't won a playoff game in a decade. So like, I really can't sit and listen to the arrogance of the Pittsburgh Steelers either. You know, like, your arrogance go away if people feel like you ain't gonna do nothing. It's like a big old dog on the corner in the backyard until you realize that dog don't have teeth. You just barking loud. Cowboys need linebacker more than anything. I won't matter if you can't have any corners, if you don't have a tackle between the tackles. How cooked are we as a Cardinals fan? We saw Jacoby go 1 for 11, not be able to close out any close games last season, and open up the old man Kirk Cousins being quarterback 1. Kirk Cousins, Jacoby Brissett, and Gardner Minshew sounds like liquid gold in Arizona. Need to replace that now, and not with the leftovers. Marvin Harrison Jr. for Mac Jones, a proven veteran winner. Hendricks, back off, man. That's my move. Will Levis for Marvin Harrison. Yeah, y'all in the division. It's not happening. You got to come to the AFC. See, Becker, you want to trade Marvin Harrison Jr. to the AFC. Hey, Titan fans, would you trade pick 35 for Brian Thomas Jr. straight up? Like the Cowboys sent a second for George Pickens? Would you send a second? Would you send pick 35 for Brian Thomas Jr.? There is your outside dunk receiver. Brian Thomas Jr., A.O. Monner, DK, and Wan'Dale Robinson, Xavier Restrepo. Bring it on. But that's the same situation with Hendricks and Becker. The Jaguars would not send Brian Thomas Jr. to the Titans. Nano, Statman, what up? Hey, man, I got to fit in. Get in where I fit in. since the Jets want to trade for Geno. They're being smart. Daniel Jones dismissing $100 million contract kind of set over a set of dominoes to where, like, Dolphins cut Tua. Tua goes to play for the Falcons for $1 million. Raiders do a pick swap. Geno goes to play for the Jets for $1 million. You waiting on the same situation with Kyler. Danny Dobbs turns down the money. If I'm the Colts, I just run Anthony Richardson out there and I try to pick up Jimmy Garoppolo or somebody. Then you got Mac Jones and Davis Mills, Joe Milton, Will Levis sitting on teams under contract. Who's going to make the move to try to get one of those players that needs a QB? The Cardinals said, nope, we taking Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew. Now Becker, you could hope that the Cardinals front office is bluffing like the Giants did last year, and then trade out of 3 and take Ty Simpson. That when the Giants got Jackson Dart last year, nobody was expecting them to get Jackson Dart at the back end of the first round. Y'all could be playing possum. So that's the only hope that I have for you and your Arizona Cardinals is, the Giants got Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson and still took Jackson Dart. Y'all could be adding the veterans, and then you're going to draft the rookie quarterback and then trade one of them off to try to get some of your capital back for 27. That's one thing you could do. You could trade out of 3 and try to load up draft capital and take Ty Simpson at the back of the first round. You could try that. You just got to hope that the Rams and the Jets don't beat you to taking Ty Simpson with, because the Rams pick at 13 and the Jets pick at 16. I'm always against trading within the division. Yeah, but I mean, KT, I give up pick 35 for Brian Thomas Jr. on a rookie deal, because we not sending them a player. I mean, think about it. Arden Key signed with the Colts 2-year, $20 million deal. That still kind of blows me. The Colts traded Zaire Franklin and then picked up Arden Key for that amount of money. I would say in a second, but Jacksonville ain't going to trade within the division. Nah, they not. I really wanted Brian Thomas Jr., but since we got Mike Evans, not so fast, my friend. Y'all not bringing Jawan Jennings or Ayuk back. I mean, just think about it. Y'all had Jawan Jennings, Ayuk, and Debo. Why wouldn't you have Mike Evans and Brian Thomas Jr. on the outside with Pearsall in the slot? That's dirty, bro. I ain't even going to cap. I'll be wanting to troll the 49er fan base, but Mike Evans, Brian Thomas Jr., Pearsall, George Kittle, and CMC with Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan calling plays, that's dirty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Only thing we can hope right then is that Trent Williams leave and then y'all don't have no left tackle. I would love for them to trade out of 3 and take Ty Simpson later in the first. I just don't see any team trading up because everyone is loading up capital for 27. See, people been saying that, but I don't believe that. Reason why I don't believe that, because this year was supposed to be the year for tanking for Arch, tank for Drew Aller, tank for Cade Klubnik, tank for Lenore Sellers and Nico Lamiava. Bro, everybody said last year don't take Titans trade out of 1 because next year is the year. Now next year is the year. And then next year is the year. Every year is good players in the draft. You just got to pick the ones that fit your franchise. He said, I don't see the Jets picking Simpson because they have 2 firsts and 27. I see them picking Simpson. Like, if you put Geno Smith as the bridge and you get Ty Simpson and Arvell Reese with Garrett Wilson back healthy, A.D. Mitchell and Breece Hall, like, you got some cornerstones. They got Brownlee Jr., they got Tavondre Sweat. Like, They added Minka Fitzpatrick. Like, they didn't add some good players. I could, like, Aaron Glenn have to sell the front office on something. Give me my bridge quarterback and my young quarterback for the future. Because you got to wonder, like, if I let Ty Simpson sit half a season and let him come in at the back end of this season, am I going to get somebody in the draft next year if it ain't Arch Manning? What quarterback coming out next year are you for sure saying I'm taking over Ty Simpson? Is it Dante Moore? Is it Trinidad Chambliss? Like, who is it? Who you? Because last year, all those quarterbacks that's supposed to be top, Nussmeier and all them, flopped this year. Drew Aller, Nussmeier, they were supposed to be bona fide first round picks. Kay Klubnik, all these guys supposed to have been bona fide first round picks this year. And Fernando Mendoza's the number 1 overall pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, every year is supposed to be some guys that's going to be the guy next year, and they turn out not to be the guy. Shanahan wants to make Pearso a Wes Bucker. I don't think are you going to give $25 million to a receiver who, coming off of a Super Bowl run, got kicked out of practice because he didn't want to change the color of his shorts? Bro, there's no chance. There's no chance. I don't want Jawan Jennings. I don't want Ayuk. I want to go in the top 100 and pick 35 or 66 and pick a receiver. I can't wait to see the uniforms. It's gonna be lit. Ocho, man, I'm about to like go through Facebook Marketplace and eBay and try to get me some vintage Titan shit. Like, I'm probably gonna spend like $100 on just like vintage Titan items before this new stuff come, and then when the new stuff come, I probably get a draft A-frame trucker hat, and then when the season hit, I get a new Titan jersey. Definitely not getting white. I'll probably get the blue version. I agree 100% with what you're saying, but unfortunately the front office don't see it that way. That's how you have to think. Like, the Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. The Seahawks went and got Sam Darnold. They didn't overpay. 3 years, $100 million, $66 million guaranteed, and they drafted Jalen Milroe. It's perfect. You got the Super Bowl. You bring back Shaheed. You let Mafe go. You let Woolen go. You bring back Job Witherspoon, JSN. You make your moves like this. You still got Barner and Arroyo. You still got Cooper Kupp on the contract. You do it that way. And then when Darnold's contract is up and he asks for more money next time when he wants $50 million, you just run Milroe out there and go get another quarterback. Look at the Patriots. They took Drake May and Joe Milton. They had Brissett. Brissett started. Then they brought in Drake May. Then they sent Brissett off. Brissett is in Arizona. Then at the end of that season, they sent Milton to the Cowboys and went and got Josh Dobbs to sit behind Drake May. I got a veteran backup that's familiar with the coach, and I got my young QB. Like, that is the way. Is you get a bridge and you draft, or you get a very high overall a pick like a Cam Ward or Fernando Mendoza, and then you go put a bridge behind them. Mitch Trubisky is like 2 years, 12 million, like no money, bro. You know what I'm saying? People is talking about, man, if you trade Will Levis, what you gonna have at backup court? It doesn't matter. We had Jarrett Stidham, Josh Dobbs, Jalen Milroe, and Jimmy Garoppolo as the 4 backup quarterbacks in the Final Four in the NFL. Who cares unless you're gonna be like the Atlanta Falcons and have a $50 million backup? Nobody's that slow. Marksman, what's good, my boy? I am not from Bessemer. I live in Pelham, Alabama, south of Birmingham, and I'm from North Alabama in the northwest corner. I'm 20 minutes from Tennessee and 20 minutes from Mississippi. I am on the Tennessee River where I was born at. I am not from West Birmingham, the home of Gucci Mane, Bessemer, Alabama. I'm not from Bessemer. You want to know what? The guys that won the state championship with the little dude with the hair, that had 40 points in the state championship game in Winona, that's West Side Birmingham. That's West Side Birmingham. I'm not from over there. What's good though, Marksman? Facebook Marketplace. Man, somebody had a autographed Tennessee Titan football from the inaugural season, and they would not. I was messaging them like 100 times. Like, I know they probably blocked me. All right, please let me come buy this football from you. I was finna put it right there where y'all could see it too. It was a Tennessee Titan football where it had Tennessee Oilers, and it was still in the box with the inaugural shit on. It was an old person. I know somebody just had that shit laying around. Like, I got so much Titan stuff in here. Like, I really got a lot of Titan stuff in here that, like, I had to, like, just box some of it up. I got way too much Titan stuff. Raiders will receive a pick. Yeah, it's a pick swap. I need a Titans leather jacket or Letterman. Oh, did you see I had a Titans vintage leather jacket, and I let my wife cut it up into a denim jacket. Like, I don't even know if you've seen this, Ocho, man. Like, these patches on the back of this denim jacket is actually a leather jacket. She just merged the two jackets. Got the Music City pen from the gift shop from the stadium. And see, I still got the leather. This is a leather visor. I still got this leather visor that went with the jacket. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got some vintage Titan shit. I need to get some more. I need to get some more vintage Titan stuff, bro. I gotta get some more vintage stuff. I like having, like, handmade Titan stuff. Like, I take old stuff and put it with new stuff that where, like, somebody see you got something from Titans, like, nobody finna have that. Especially because all this old logo stuff, we never gonna be able to find it again. Once they change the logo, you never gonna see reprints on that stuff. CMC Super Bowl jacket from Facebook Marketplace. That's crazy. I see Taddy be killing them thrift stores in the Bay with 49er shit, bro. I wish I could go and hit up thrift stores in Nashville. I know they gotta have some wild shit. I know Marksman. I be teasing with y'all back. Derek Carr need to stay where he at. Too much, Marksman. I respect what the Dolphins are doing down. No playoff win in 2000. Total rebuild with the #1 pick next year. Michael B. Honestly, Dolphins in a bad spot because they should have done what they doing now a long time ago. But maybe y'all can be like the Broncos when they paid Russell Wilson to leave and they got rid of Judy and Simmons. Maybe like with Malik Willis and Quinn Ewers and running the offense through Achane and Ollie Gordon, that y'all can just be a physical team, like, built on young talent that just want to buy into whatever they bringing in there. Definitely not getting no Falcons. Y'all need a blue tent or a aid station logo on y'all jacket. Y'all two quarterbacks. Y'all the two most injury prone quarterbacks in the NFL. Yeah, Devin Lloyd was a super come up rabbit. Yeah, I'm saying Hendrix. Like I be seeing Tatty be going to the thrift store and be getting like vintage Niner tees and jackets and stuff. Like people probably throw so much of that stuff away in the cities where the team is at that, or people pass and their family just throw it all away or whatever. Like, bruh, if I could go in there and get like some old Titan jerseys and like some old, you know, when Titans was like with Reebok and Puma, like that era of Titan stuff, like old Oilers stuff, bro, I bet that shit crushing. That's the type of stuff I be after. You know, Unc is a plain Jane dude, man. Like, I don't mind getting something from a thrift store or some secondhand shit, and or upcycling some old something into some fire. Bro, I'm not no designer flashy dude. And since I've been back on my eBay grind, I had to ship something today. Like, I'm selling every pair of Jordans I ever owned. That unless it's Jordan 10, they're all gone. I'm selling every last pair. Unless they Jordan 10s. Jordan 10s is the only Jordans I won't get rid of. All my 1s, 3s, 11s, I'm done with Jordan. If a fire Jordan 10 drop, I rock. Jordan 10 to me the most comfortable Jordan. And they fit like the style of clothes I wear. I know they do. You hit up a thrift store or Goodwill, like those pins I be putting on my jackets and my hats and stuff, like old brooches, old Titans pins and stuff, like visors, hats, you know what I'm saying, old jackets and stuff. Like, I love Titan stuff like that, bro. Like a Steve McNair bobblehead or something, like, bro, I probably wig out. Alabama is not getting no NFL team. You know, AJ McCarron coached the Birmingham Stallion downtown. Don't nobody go see them play. It's Alabama, Auburn, or bust. UAB can't even get a crowd. I don't think Bama will ever get an expansion team. Marksman say Jordan 10s is trash. What Jordans you like? Jordan 10s are not trash. But it's like, you got to think. Some people got small feet. Some people got big feet. I wear 11 and a half. Some Jordans just don't look right on my foot. And like some people like 13s. 13s don't look right on my foot. They not comfortable. I used to wear all ones. But then when Dunks got back popular, it kind of killed Jordan 1s because now they make a bunch of Jordan 1 lows and Dunks. So it's like make Jordan 1s like off-brand almost. So I'm done with Jordan 1s. 3s, I like 3s better than 4s, but 3s are kind of bulky. 2s are not comfortable at all. 2s are dog water quality. They never make a good 2. Hood niggas wear 5s and 6s and 7s, so I be wanting to wear Jordan that people ain't gonna wear. I like 10s though. Like far as like I have a wide foot, not a narrow foot. I got a wide foot. Jordan 10s is like the most comfortable Jordan that you could put on. Thrift stores be having some clean stuff. Thrift store shopping is where it's at. Talk to me. Your whole collection is one. I got rid of all my ones. I'm done with one. Like now, if you go out, you see little kids with Dunks that's like ran down like Chuck Taylors and like the white girl white forces. Like, bruh, Dunks. The resurgence of Dunks kind of killed Jordan 1s. Then they started like re-releasing all the same colorways. I'm out of there on 1s. I wear 11 and a half. Zay was good. Yeah, Doubs to the Patriots for 4 years, $70 million. That's a good pickup. Yeah, Alabama is definitely a college state. 11 and a half, 12. See, ones look good with jeans and stuff. If you got YE, you have to wear ones. Dobbs not gonna be hurt in New England. He might not want to do all that run blocking. That if you play receiver for Mike Vrabel, you better be a run blocker. Vera Tucker to the Pats. Y'all seen that? Mr. 52 in the building. What up? AJ. I don't think AJ Brown leaving the Eagles. See, think about it. If you the Patriots, are you gonna give up 2 firsts or a first and a second for AJ Brown and have to pay him an extension? Or are you gonna bring in Doubs 4 years, $70 million, and you still can go get something else? That's the Patriot way, is not to give up a bunch of capital and pay somebody a bunch of money. That's the opposite of the Patriot way. Doubs can be like a great value AJ Brown. Not nearly as explosive, but he's a solid target for Drake May and the Patriots. Patriots want to run the ball, stop the run, and let Drake May throw the ball 20 to 25 times a game anyway. So, old starter jackets used to hit. 49ers starter jacket, if it's got the gold in it, Hendrix, I know it's hitting. I don't care about resale though. And my son, he does airbrush and customs. For sure. But why would he get rid of AJ Brown though? A new offensive coordinator in Philly is going to solve Philly's problems. If you have an offensive coordinator that got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Carter, and Saquon, and a mobile quarterback with a huge offensive line, and you can't find out how to distribute the ball, look at how Kubiak distributed the ball with Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, Horton, K9, Charbonnet, AJ Barner. Like, should he find a way to get them all the ball? Like, if you just have a trash offensive coordinator that don't know how to get people the ball, I mean, think about the Titans. Like, the year Callahan came, Callahan had D-Hop, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Chigga Conco, and Tony Pollard all healthy. And he just didn't know how to get everybody the ball. So then you got to trade D-Hop. You know what I'm saying? And then, then you just start getting rid of pieces until you out there with Mason Kinsey and Van Jefferson the next year. That's what happens. The Eagles just need a good offensive coordinator that know how to get everybody the football. AJ Brown will be 1,000%. It's games where AJ Brown get like 2 targets. It's like the Jaguars. Jaguars traded their first round pick next year and another pick to go from 5-2 to take Travis Hunter to play him on both sides of the ball, only to trade for Jacoby Myers and be throwing the ball to Jacoby Myers and Parker Washington more than Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. So now you're going to try to trade Brian Thomas Jr. because you don't know how to get him the football. Doesn't make sense. Brian Thomas Jr. is the best receiver on the Jags, but they're going to trade him because they don't know how to get him the football. But in the playoff game, he had 2 targets, 2 catches, 22 yards, and a touchdown. Like, how about you just throw him the ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's some offensive coordinators that don't know how to get people the football. It's red with gold trimming. You know it's hitting. I know it. One team I wish would come back would be Jake DeLong era of the Panthers with Steve Smith, Musin Muhammad, and Julius Peppers. Man, the Panthers finally have broken their curse because they finally embraced Cam Newton. Like, the worst thing they ever did was get rid of Cam Newton in his prime. Then Luke Kuechly had to retire. Like, 2 all-time great Panthers left at the same time. And, like, if you remember, like, Panthers been down ever since. In the second half of this past year, Bryce Young and all them young receivers they drafted got it together. You know what I'm saying? But Eugene, man, Raiders making some moves finally, man. What you think, Eugene? He said right to the Jets for $5 million. Which right? Let me reset on. I live on Adam Schefter Twitter right now. Which right? Oh, Nashawn Wright? No way Nashawn Wright just signed for $5 million, bro. Alex, come on, bro. It's no way that Deshaun Wright is on the Jets for $5 million, bro. Cowboys just restructured Kenny Clark contract, opening up $8.8 million in cap space. Okay, Adam Schefter clearing the rumors that Brian Thomas Jr. is not on the trade board. Bro, Deshaun Wright, I really wanted bro in Nashville. If he going for $5 million on halfway sick. Yeah, we know Geno went to the Jets for free. And they don't know what they want to do. Because you got Travis Hunter, Jacoby Meyer, Parker Washington, and Brian Thomas. You got 4 receivers that's all good, and you know who's supposed to get the ball. Now you lose Travis Etienne to the Saints. Like, and they let go of Tank Bigsby to the Eagles last year. So they rolling with Basil Tootin. Yeah, Jazz, I didn't see letting ETN go. ETN is like, he's like a great value James Cook. He's an easy 1,000 yards and can catch out the backfield. Offensive coordinators definitely make or break a team if they don't know how to scheme to get people open. Why you beefing with Cam? Like, everybody don't like Cam Newton, but I like Cam Newton. Pause. I think Cam Newton have great sports takes. I think he's like his own individual. He was a hell of a football player. Like, I don't know why people don't like Cam Newton. Geno to the Jets is smart for the Jets. You get Geno Smith back for free. A pick swap. Like, think about the Jets. If they got Deshaun Wright for $5 million and they get Geno Smith for free, and then they get Minkah Fitzpatrick for a 7th round draft pick, adding Tavondre Sweat, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., A.D. Mitchell, bring back Garrett Wilson, and they put the tag on Breece Hall. They actually got a great collection of young talent for nothing. And then they can go get Arvell Reese in the draft at 2 and take Ty Simpson at 16 and have the future QB for the future, and then just get rid of Justin Fields. Like, that actually would be like a solid plan for them going forward. Devin Lloyd was going to cost y'all too much money though, Jags. I think he got $15 million a year at linebacker. And y'all, you can't pay all them corners, receivers, and edge rushers and still pay Devin Lloyd that type of money. Eugene say finally. Ravens is just hemorrhaging players. Man, Becker, y'all know I wanted Deshaun Wright. $5 million from Deshaun Wright is stealing. Unless he got some kind of injury that we don't know about, $5 million for Deshaun Wright is stealing. Think Travis Hunter need to stick to cornerback? I thought Travis Hunter, if they just left him at receiver, could be like Ocho Cinco. 2-time. Yeah, I love like how Cam Newton handled himself. I was a nerd. He bullied me, and I want to call him he stay cool. But I mean, like, you got some personal stuff. I don't personally know him, so I can't take the same stance as you do. Cam Newton has his own opinion. That's why I like him. It's like he's not like, he goes with what he thinks, and it's okay to be an individual. Yeah, Devin Lloyd was definitely a goon for y'all. Teams making offers for Mac Jones. Nobody saying who and how much. I mean, I tell you one team that should be. If Daniel Jones is turning down a $100 million contract and want $50 a year, if I'm the Colts, I just go get Mac Jones or Kyler Murray. No way I'm giving Daniel Jones $50 million a year coming off a broke leg and an Achilles. He's smoking rocks. He's smoking rocks. But it's gonna be interesting to see the secondary quarterback market of these teams shuffling. Like, see, I like, even though you got Penix and Tua and both of them can't stay healthy, the Falcons finding a way to get Tua over there for free is smart. The Jets getting Geno Smith back for free is smart. It's like low risk, high reward. If Geno returns to the Geno that he was in Seattle before he went to Las Vegas, you got a solid bridge for a year for free, while you either take a shot at Ty Simpson this year or you hold out your draft picks to get a QB next year in Arch Manning, Trinidad Chambliss, Dante Moore, or somebody coming out. You get it. You get to roll the dice a little bit. I mean, Becker. That's what they say. Trey Henderson want $40 million a year. You know what I'm saying? And because he's seen Jalen Phillips get the bag and Daniil Hunter get the bag and Myles Garrett get the bag, no team is about to give Trey 40 a year, bro. Like 40? 40's wild. He's in a bad position of leverage. Alex, you gotta remember that Patriot year, Cam Newton started off the year hot, and then COVID hit, and they had 15 starters decide they was gonna opt out of the season. So that year in the Patriots went down south because they had everybody opt out. Cam Newton should have never left the Panthers. Like, the Panthers should have kept Cam Newton as a lifer. They haven't been shit since Cam Newton left. This last year was the first time they actually like backdoored their way into the playoffs for the first time since Cam Newton left. PJ Locke to Dallas on a 1 year, $5 million deal. DB. College QB is nuts. But I'm not one of them people that's going to wait. I'm glad we took Cam Ward. And then it's like, this is going to be the year. Drew Aller, K. Klubnik, Lenore Sellers, Nico Lamilava. Who? Dudes is not even finna get drafted. Them was the guys we supposed to pass on Cam Ward and Shador for. Then they saying wait till next year, and then next year half these guys that we think gonna be good ain't gonna be good. Like, who had Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson quarterback 1-2 in this draft on their bingo card? If you tell me you had Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson, the 2 first-round draft pick quarterbacks last year, this time when we was talking about Cam, Shador, and Jackson Dart and Milroe, please come to the front and collect your lottery ticket, because nobody gonna sit there and tell me that's the truth. I mean, 17 and a half sacks back-to-back years, but you're 31 and you don't got the leverage. I think I would love to have Trey Hendrickson on the Titans, but, you know, he's looking at Adafio Way getting $100 million in 4 years. Trey Henderson is better than Adafio Way. So I get that. So he at least need to get 25 a year. But 40? 40, I don't know, cuz. Happy for Malik Willis. Yeah, Malik Willis always had a great attitude and a great approach. I'm happy for Malik Willis. I honestly am. Travis Kelce still a dog, bro. Wow. Like, Chiefs might surprise y'all and get Kenyon Sadiq and a cornerback in the first round. Travis Kelce didn't retire. He was just weighing his options. Travis Kelce still him, though, bro. He said Ty Simpson ain't better than Sanders per stats. But if I'm the Rams, or I'm the Jets, or I'm the Cardinals, or I'm a team with 2 first-round picks and I can get Ty Simpson at the back of the first and let him sit, you just talk about somebody running the system and being a really good system quarterback that make good decisions and can throw the ball. Ty Simpson is that. Ty Simpson got it up here. Becker, man. That's asking for too much. You wanted Malik Willis. Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, and get Jeremiah Love. Yeah, it's definitely a pipe dream, man. We smoking on the Cardinals pack. We smoking on the Cardinals pack. 40 mil is too much. Somebody's going to get 12 sacks at best. I mean, even if he got 17 and a half sacks like he did them years, 2-3 years ago, any team that's rebuilding that got the money, like the Raiders, you're not going to trade Max Crosby and then give Trey Henderson 40 million. If you're the Tennessee Titans, you're not about to be trying to rebuild an entire 53-man roster with a bunch of holes and spend 40 million on an edge rusher, because it just hinders the process. We watched what happened with the Browns last year. They gave Myles Garrett $44 million. He's the best defensive player in the league, but look at what the Browns have. Nothing else besides that once they get on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Cowboys did smart. You're gonna give Micah Parsons $40 million, and then your defense not gonna have nothing left. They let Micah Parsons go. Now they pick 12 and 20. They let Diggs go. You got Bland and Rebel. You got Quentin Williams. You get Rashawn Gary. Like, they get a chance to rebuild their whole team. They got Ezeraku. You know, they got some young talent, Sam Williams. Like, you just don't want to put yourself in a position where, like, we watch the Seahawks. There ain't no $40 million edge rusher on the Seahawks. It ain't no $40 million edge rusher on the Broncos. It ain't no $40 million edge rusher on the Patriots. It ain't a $40 million edge rusher on the Rams. All these teams is teams that got solid veterans and draft. So you got Byron Young and Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, and then draft and put some veterans with them. You know, you got Stranard. They had what's dude number 15 for the Broncos, Franklin Myers. You had a rotation. Seahawks got Boy Mafe, Big Cat, DeMarcus Lawrence. You got all these different guys and just rotate guys in. Kaylavon Chason and Harold Landry on Milton Williams, Christian Barmore on the Pats. Like, you don't need a $40 million edge rusher trying to rebuild to make your team competitive. I just think that just would hinder the rebuild. I mean, Alex, the same people that would say that is the same people that said that Drake May and Caleb Williams was bust after year one. Year two, Bears win the division, Pats win the division when they got good coaching and they have a good offseason in the draft and free agency. Same people say Cam Ward is a bust, and then Robert Saleh, White Cotton, and Dabo show up, and you start seeing them put some talent. If Cam Ward go throw for 4,000 yards next season and the Titans have a winning season, don't even have to do nothing in the playoffs or make the playoffs, just turn it around, all the people will shut up. It's all about the front office and coaching, putting something around. Like, we all dogged Sam Darnold for years. We even thought that Sam Darnold was trash even after Sam Darnold lost against the Rams in the playoffs when they won 14 games. Sam Darnold go gets on the team on the Seahawks, and then they steamroll every team and wins the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just need coaching, front office, in a 53-man roster, a whole solid core team that have one belief system that play together. You know what I'm saying? And it could make anybody be on the upswing as a player. Kyler's going to be a good fit for Minnesota. I think he would be a great fit for Minnesota or Indianapolis if they got him. Minnesota got to, Kevin O'Connell got to be kicking themselves that they let Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones leave to bring back 9 and then have Carson Wentz with 10 arm braces on trying to play football. Browns were top 2 defense. Y'all got Schlesinger in the draft. You got Ward. Do you think keeping Myles Garrett or trading Myles Garrett for 3 first-round draft picks would be better for the rebuild, though? Because Joku about to leave. Y'all got draft picks to reset, Sealy. But if you leave a $40 million Trey Hendrickson on the team, like, who's taking a $40 million player? That's why he ain't got signed. Because the team is looking. If I'm a head coach and I'm a GM and I'm trying to rebuild, I can't have a $40 million edge rusher if we not making a solid. Like, this got to be home run swing for us going for the playoffs if I spend $40 million on an edge rusher. The Patriots could use Trey Henderson, but that's not the Patriot way to get him $40 million. That's what I'm saying. Silly, what team is going to pay Trey Henderson $40 million? He might have to medically retire. That's my question. What team is going to give Trey Henderson $40 million? He wants $40 million because Myles Garrett got $40 million. And Danielle Hunter got $40 million. But no team is going to give him 40. ESPN, they don't want Unc out there. Trey Henderson rotating with Bosa and Michael. 49ers not about to give Trey Henderson $40 million. Say Seahawks ain't going nowhere next season. Don't matter. They already got a Super Bowl. Diggs released, talking about in New England. Why would they keep him? He got too many legal issues. If I can get rid of Diggs and get Romeo Doubs for cheaper, like, why wouldn't I just take Doubs? All-world defense so you can be a game manager? I'm with Cam Newton. I don't think nothing wrong with being a game manager. I think more good players need to become game managers. Wentz went to the Vikings because he got a chance to play. He was on the Chiefs. Kyler, Jettis, Jordan Addison is gonna be deadly, but they getting rid of Aaron Jones, so they got to go get a running back. They still got Jordan Mason from the Niners. That's what I'm saying, CLE. Like, that's the question. It's not about the Browns. You probably just came in on that, but if you look at what happened with Myles Garrett, there's no team that's gonna spend $40 million on Trey Henderson. Trey Henderson is not Myles Garrett. He think he should get paid like Myles Garrett, but there's no team that's gonna give him $40 million a year. And he holding out for that. He seen Burrow get the money. He seen T. Higgins get the money. He seen Jamar Chase get the money. And then he watched Myles Garrett and Danielle Hunter get that bag, and Michael Parsons. And now he feeling like this is his last chance to get a check. He finna just hold out for nothing. Diggs, like, you got to understand how the Patriots work. They use Diggs for exactly what they needed to help him put together a young receiving core. Now, you got Keyshawn Boutte living up to his potential. You got Mac Hollins living up to his potential. You got Kyle Williams, who can still grow. You got Pop Douglas playing to his potential. And you take out Stephon Diggs and put Romeo Doubs and you draft somebody. Like, why wouldn't you get out of a contract with somebody that's got legal issues? Tennessee Titans could use L'Jarius Sneed, but he's got legal issues. Why wouldn't you get out of the contract to keep yourself from getting stuck? If you could, like, if you're an NFL franchise and you got somebody that's a liability, you get rid of the liability if you can make a lateral move far as talent. I want to see K1 go crazy in Minnesota. The Cardinals never set him up for success and made it solely rely on his athletic ability to overcome so many bad roster decisions. Said Diggs is washed. Diggs had a good season. Everybody counted him out. He had a good season. I think you need a coach like Mike Vrabel for him to be able to not fly off the handle. They handle his off the field stuff as well as I've seen any team handle. Like, the stuff that Stephon Diggs had going on is like Antonio Brown level. So the fact that they was able to like smooth through it in Nashville, luxurious Sneed is like this topic that nobody talks about, but we all know is there. Here's a guy who we gave up a 3rd round pick for, paid $76 million. We had to trade out of 35 last year. The Seahawks got Emmett Ward because we traded back with them so we could get a 3rd round pick because we didn't have one. We got Femi and Kevin Winston to reset what we did, giving up a 3rd round pick for Sneed. He's hardly played any football, and when he was rehabbing a quad, he's allegedly on camera being the driver in a drive-by shooting. And now they can't cut him because they got to wait to see if he passed a physical. If he passed the physical, he get his guaranteed money when they cut him. If he don't pass the physical, they don't have to pay. So if you can get off a contract of any player that's a liability and replace them with a younger talent of equal value, why wouldn't you do that? But I don't think Diggs is washed though. I think if let's say Diggs' legal situation go away, and you put Diggs on the Eagles or the Chiefs next year, he's going to contribute. He's going to be a good receiver. He's going to get open and catch the football. If he comes down to asking price, Bears would be a great landing spot for Henderson. It's got to be a team with a quarterback on a rookie deal. But I mean, the Bears let Nashawn Wright go. Kevin Byard is probably gone. They just picked up Pacheco. They traded off. No, the Lions got Pacheco. It's some who did the Bears get rid of? Wide receiver DJ Moore. They sent DJ Moore to the Bills. So it's like the Bears probably do got to go after it, and this is their chance. But it's like I wouldn't want to be stuck on multiple years. If I'm the Bears, I want to have him for 1 year at $40 million. I want to be able to get out the contract if it don't work this year. Vikings moving up for Love. How far are they moving up to the Cardinals spot? Titans pick 4, baby. It's got it, but I agree with that, Becker. It's got to be a team that got to have a It's got to be a team with a rookie quarterback. Got to be a team with a rookie QB. Hey, look, my daughter about to get off the bus. Let me take a 30-second commercial break to open the door.
Hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. Tap into the daily uploads at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you missed the live streams, we got picture in picture. And if I don't get to any questions during the live streams or the pods, drop them in the comments. I'll make it part of the weekly mailbag. If you're following on the blue, smash those reactions. I know you're an OG. Hit that like, comment, share, tap into the daily content that is the shop. If you're new to the shop, you definitely should be tapped in on the green. No ads, up to 50 emotes free for just being a follower. You do not have to be a supporter to unlock picture in picture, late night streams. Follow us on Kick. We also live on Twitch. Look out for the drops, as well as if you have Amazon Prime, it's free $99 to sub to the channel once a month. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick that money back in his pocket. If you don't use it on the shop, use it on another content creator that you like. I still call it Twitter, but follow us on X. We tweet back. If you missed the daily shop talks, make sure you tap in for the late night cap on the purple and the green. The Discord is always open. Outside of subs, donos, and cash apps, is also another way to support the content. That's by grabbing a trucker hat, a bandana, hoodies, classic barbershop, Vibe Nation, right out of the official merch store on Tactic, formerly known as Geeks Unleashed. Code Buddha at checkout to get a discount.